Alright, let's dive into something that's been absolutely dominating the rugby headlines, and honestly, it's got me thinking. We're talking about those controversial officiating calls that seem to be plaguing the Six Nations and the fallout from England's recent clash with France. Steve Borthwick, the England head coach, is understandably fuming, and frankly, I can see why. What makes this whole situation so incredibly frustrating, in my opinion, is the sheer confusion that seems to be brewing on the pitch. Take that moment with Louis Bielle-Biarrey's fourth try against France. The ball is tapped down by a French hand after a scrum, and the referee initially calls a deliberate knock-on. Sounds straightforward, right? But then, the TMO gets involved, and suddenly, it's downgraded. The referee says advantage over, but here's the kicker. Not everyone on the England side heard that crucial update. Borthwick himself highlighted this, explaining that his players were operating under the belief they had a penalty advantage. They made decisions based on that knowledge, and then, because of a communication breakdown or a change of mind, France ends up scoring a try. Personally, I think that's just unacceptable. You can't have players making critical game decisions based on one piece of information, only to have it retroactively changed without everyone being on the same page. It feels like a fundamental breakdown in how the game is managed in those crucial moments. And this isn't an isolated incident, is it? What really struck me is that Borthwick revealed World Rugby admitted to a key error in a previous England game. We're talking about the Calcutta Cup clash with Scotland, where Henry Arundel was sin-binned. World Rugby apparently conceded that shouldn't have happened. Now, I'm not here to point fingers, but when you have a governing body admitting to mistakes that directly impact game outcomes, it really makes you question the consistency and accuracy of the officiating. It adds a layer of what if to those results, and for a coach, that's got to be incredibly difficult to swallow. Then there's the incident with Ellis Genge. He gets sin-binned for collapsing a maul, and a penalty try is awarded. Borthwick expressed his confusion here too, stating he'll be asking for an explanation. While he's clear that England needs to improve their discipline and keep 15 men on the field, and I absolutely agree with that sentiment, you can't ignore the pattern of these contentious calls. From my perspective, it's not just about individual errors, it's about the cumulative effect these decisions have on the flow and integrity of the game. It raises a deeper question for me. Are the current systems in place robust enough to ensure fairness and clarity for both the players and the fans? What this all suggests, in my opinion, is a need for greater transparency and perhaps a review of how these crucial on-field decisions are made and communicated. Rugby is a game of inches, and when those inches are dictated by calls that are perceived as unfair or confusing, it really detracts from the spectacle. It's a conversation that needs to happen, and I'm keen to see what World Rugby does next to address these concerns.